In 1973, baseball cards didn't try to shock anyone. They didn't take risks. They didn't push boundaries. And that wasn't because Topps ran out of ideas. It was because something had already gone wrong. After years of bold experiments and fragile designs, Topps quietly did the opposite. They made a set that wouldn't argue back. The early 1970s had been unsettled for baseball cards. Designs got bolder, photography got sharper, printing pushed harder than the materials could handle. Collectors remember what that felt like. Corners didn't survive, colors didn't forgive mistakes. Every risk showed. By 1973, Topps wasn't chasing attention anymore. They were rebuilding control. And you can see that decision immediately. White borders returned, layouts tightened. Every card arrived already composed. This wasn't a step forward or backwards. It was a step inward. The 1973 set is large, 660 cards, but it doesn't feel overwhelming, especially not after the sheer volume of 1972 Topps. This set feels edited, contained, intentional. Names sit where you expect them. Photos live inside their windows. Position icons quietly classify the player. Even action shots are restrained. This was the first year Topps leaned heavily into the true game photography. Diving catches, swings in motion, but the technology couldn't always keep up. Motion exists, but it's contained. Nothing is allowed to spill. For decades, kids experienced baseball cards in pieces. Series arrived slowly. New players appeared weeks or months apart. By 1973, that tradition was ending. This would be the final year Topps released its flagship set in Staggered series. After this, the entire season would arrive all at once. Baseball would no longer unfold gradually in cardboard. It would be delivered fully formed. And that shift matters because it changes how the season is remembered. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Roberto Clemente, each presented the same way. No ceremony, no pause. Even the future arrived quietly. Mike Schmidt appeared without fanfare, shared and filed. There is one small flourish in this entire set. In 1973, Topps introduced a newly designed gold rookie cup. It doesn't dominate the card. It doesn't interrupt the layout. It simply says, "This player just arrived." In a year built around order, that little cup is the only place where the future is allowed to peek through. Card number 1 tells you exactly what kind of set this is. Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. Past, present, and a record about to fall, all filed together on one card. Elsewhere, the set records an ending that had already happened. Roberto Clemente had tragically passed away in a plane crash before the start of the 1973 season. Topps could have removed his card, but they didn't. The decision was quiet, procedural. His card remained in circulation, not only as a memorial, but as a part of the record. 1973 would also be the year Roberto Clemente was elected to the Hall of Fame. His card, unchanged and unmarked, became his final active year presence in the set. That same set also captures the final active season of Willie Mays. The set doesn't pause for either moment. It doesn't annotate a loss, it doesn't signal transition. The cards simply continue. This is how baseball moved then, forward without comment. You know, looking back, It's tempting to call 1973 Topps boring. But boredom isn't what this set represents. It represents restraint, control over spectacle. Because this calm wouldn't last, as 2 years later, everything gets loud again. 1973 is the pause between those moments. The year baseball tried to look normal. 1973 isn't a set people argue about. It doesn't demand defense. It doesn't ask to be rediscovered. It simply exists as the way baseball looked at that moment. Between the risks that came before it and the color that followed, 1973 chose restraint. And sometimes, the quiet years tell us the most. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And we'll see you next time as once again we go beyond the cardboard.